The new Rota by Welker ushers in a new era in passive flexible tooling. The passive nature of the unit allows it to be rotated by a robot or manually without any additional controls and without providing any power or sensing to the pallet or the trunnion that is being controlled. The unit can be mounted in any orientation. It can be horizontal with a vertical wheel like this one, or it can be a tabletop or a fixture that uses multiple parts. We're presently in the middle of a durability test on this unit, and we're at 400,000 cycles, including the use of the famous General Motors foo-foo dust. This unit has been operating successfully now for almost 30 days, and the load capacities on the unit are 400 foot-pounds of torque. So in the instance of this rest block, 400-pound load can be applied at this distance, and 800 pounds of total load in line with the center axis. This unit is set up to positively lock every 30 degrees. So presently we're doing a 120 degree rotation, but we can do as small as a 30 degree rotation. The Rota locks with the patented micro locks, zero backlash, tapered spline. The unit, when you compress the springs that hold this tight, the star comes free, the face rotates, and then locks every 30 degrees. It also compresses the internal spline, giving us a zero backlash configuration. So there's no movement, even after 400,000 cycles on the unit. Because the unit has large tapered spline, patented microlocks teeth internally, you do not have to be precise with the location of the robot or the manual turning. The unit will center itself. You can see that slight jerk when the robot releases it. That's the unit achieving the positive position, even though the robot may not have put it in a perfect place. This unit can also be manually operated. In the event that you don't have a robot or don't want a robot available, there's a manual tool. It hooks onto the knob right here, and this will compress the springs, allowing the unit to come free and rotate. The unit is also self-locating. So in a manual mode, if the operator does not exactly get the unit in place, the unit will lock itself tight and center itself in the proper position. And that'll happen whether it's manually or robotically operated. These units can be used for flexible pallets. They can be used at the ends of trunnions to assure an accurate position in case you had automatic welding on one side of the trunnion, manual welding on the other. Instead of having to have a servo trunnion, you can put a Rota there, and it will assure that the position is accurate enough for the robotic welding. Other passive products that are available from Welker: the Rota Flex Effector for flexible end effectors to handle different parts. Again, totally passive, letting the robot do all the motion. And also we have a passive version of the pin clamp for pallet designs, so that the robot can not only change the tool sets, but also actuate and clamp the body parts without ever hooking the pallet up to air or electricity. So in this pallet configuration, there is no air, no electricity, and no need for switches. All the rotating and tool changing is done by the robot without any additional controls.